Hey gang, it's Chris from Ecoustics, and you may have heard of Eclipsa Audio. It's a new immersive surround sound format that can compete with Dolby Atmos and DTS:X, but it has the noted distinction of being the immersive sound format for YouTube. And there are some Samsung products, including the S95H OLED and the Q990H soundbar, that support it. But if you plug them in right out of the box, you might not get Eclipsa Audio. So I'm here to tell you how to make that work in this Ecoustics Tech Tip. So as you can see, I actually do have a clip loaded that's got Eclipsa Audio, and that's something that's on YouTube. It's an introduction to Eclipsa Audio, which is also known as IAMF. That's the open standard that is used by Eclipsa Audio. It was co-developed by Samsung and Google and some other companies, and it is cool that you can actually put immersive surround sound on YouTube using Eclipsa Audio. But the settings on the TV may not be what they need to be in order to get it to work. So let me show you what you do need to change, or at least verify on the TV if you're trying to play Eclipsa Audio format and it's just coming through as like stereo PCM. Okay, so the first thing to do is make sure your TV is plugged into the soundbar using an HDMI cable on the HDMI eARC or ARC port on both the TV and the soundbar. So it's going to be the HDMI port that's labeled with EARC, Enhanced Audio Return Channel. That's the only way to pass a Eclipsa Audio signal from the TV to the soundbar. But you're not quite done yet. Once that's plugged in properly, go into the TV settings, which you can do by getting hitting the home button on the remote, scrolling over to settings. Two things to check: sound output. Make sure that it is selected here, the HDMI eARC port. You don't have TV speaker or soundbar, Bluetooth, or a receiver with an optical. You do need HDMI eARC selected as the sound output. And then in sound settings, under all settings, you're going to go down to sound. And here go down to expert settings. And here, make sure that the digital audio output format is not PCM. It can be auto and it can be pass-through. I'm using auto in this case. When I plugged these together, it was not set to auto, it was set to PCM, and that did not work very well. The other thing is the HDMI eARC mode. Make sure that is set to auto. Again, if the eARC output is off, you're not going to get your Eclipsa Audio sent to the soundbar. You'll get 2-channel stereo PCM instead. So those are the two settings. The HDMI eARC mode set to auto, digital audio output format set to auto. With those two things in place, you should be able to get Eclipsa Audio from your TV and soundbar on compatible content. So we're going to go back to this introduction to Eclipsa Audio on YouTube. It's a short 2:25 video, 2 minute, 25 second video that highlights Eclipsa Audio.
Introducing Eclipsa Audio.
And to confirm that it is what I said it was, let's take a look at the display on the soundbar itself. If we hit the info button on the soundbar remote, you'll be able to see the format of what's coming into the bar.
Life itself.
So eARC input, press it again, Eclipsa Audio.
Eclipsa brings cinematic stories to life.
So that's it, just a couple of settings in the TV's settings menu. Again, you get to that by hitting the home button on the Samsung remote, clicking over to the gear icon, selecting the sound settings, both the sound output and the expert settings, to make those two small adjustments, and you should get your Eclipsa Audio coming out of the soundbar. Did it work for you? Let us know in the comments if it did or it didn't. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if it's been helpful. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.